Always a pleasure to talk to this gentleman, the skipper, kind enough to join us this morning on 11:30 a.m. Detroit Sports Talk. First of all, Skipper, good morning. Thanks so much for joining us.
Is it always a pleasure? I mean, be honest. Is it always a pleasure to talk about this kind of crap?
No, I guess you're right. You're right.
You know, if we were running that, you know, some of the run we were on before the All-Star break, it would have been a little more fun to chat. But I tell you, this is getting pretty tough. Some of this is getting really tough here. I feel like opening the exit and sliding out myself like that Sissy Mary did. Did you see that guy?
I did.
That stewardess guy?
Yes.
Son of a bitch.
Flight attendant.
Flight attendant. Stewardess. He sounded like a stewardess to me. I thought it was a woman at first, just listening to it. That was a dude. I'll be damned. You guys got your meter today, huh?
Yes, Skip, I wish you and the boys could be here, but of course you have more pressing issues in Chicago today.
Yeah. I got my own little meter going. I forgot to wear an undershirt and a nylon jersey the other day and rub my nipples raw. A real pain in the ass, I tell you. You know, I like the meter. Okay, I like what you're doing there. I'm a meat eater myself. I don't eat much.
Thank you.
I sustain an entire nicotine sometimes, but what I do eat, I like meat. You know, I like no surprise what I like. I like smoked meats. Okay. My favorite breakfast food is smoky links, of course. You know, smoked sausage, all kinds of stuff. Beef jerky. I like the beef jerky. I got a flavor. You got to get that peppered beef jerky. You like that?
Yeah, a lot, actually, Skip. It's very good.
I've roasted a lot of my taste buds away, so I got to get that peppered stuff going. That's pretty good. I'd be like an Old West. I could just sustain on like chewing tobacco and beef jerky riding a horse. I'd have to grow like a Sam Elliott mustache, though. Otherwise, I'd catch on fire. I've grew a mustache a little longer than it is now, and it burned. What kind of cowboy is that riding across the land with his face on fire? Son of a bitch.
Hey, Skip, speaking of the Old West, did you hear the story that part of your problems may be that Comerica is haunted?
Yeah, I did see that. They're thinking the ghosts in there or something. They're seeing a ghost. I haven't seen, I think the only ghost they're seeing is my smoke clouds coming out of my office. I'll take a picture of that.
So you don't put much faith into it at all?
I don't buy that. All the ghosts and it's just some Friday the 13th nonsense going on. Friday the 13th today, right?
It is Friday the 13th. Yes,
it is.
Yeah, see, the people say it's unlucky, okay, because of the Jason and all that going on. And I know about that movie, the one Mother's Revenge, of the camp counselors were screwing, and the elephant head kid jumped out of the water, and now he's running around killing people, right? Well, that's a modern miracle. The guy's been shot and stabbed and blown up and dealt with Corey Feldman, and he bounces back stronger than before. We could only wish it were like Jason. I should have everyone start wearing damn hockey masks. Yeah, except I'm glad Polanco's not with us. We need one the size of a garbage can lid. You need a garbage can lid to cut out eyes and make for Polanco. Well, we got a noodle on him. We can almost get tennis balls in orbit around that thing. Son of a bitch.
Skip, at least you're coming off a win. You guys had to get a win. You were due. You grinded it out, Skip, and you got yourself a win. And a team's got to be feeling good about themselves after getting out from under that rut.
Yeah, I guess so. In a lot of those situations, I think the frustrating thing about it is that we were close. Okay. You can you take a couple of asses left off those bases here and there, and it's a whole different thing. And it goes back to when we were in Tampa a couple of weeks ago. There were situations that we stranded some players on base, but it's nice to see Brennan starting to hit a little bit, and we'll get Mickey going back again, and things will start, coming back. But I told you before, I mean, there's a little slump going now, but I'd rather deal with a slump now than when it gets closer and in September and things like that. It looks like we're out of it for sure. There's things can happen.
Hey, Skip,
things can happen.
Speaking of things that can happen, obviously you were off last night, gave you a chance to watch a little bit of Jersey Shore. And I know you're a fan. I know you don't want to talk about it too much, but can you just comment on the fact that Vinny dodged a bullet? And I know that by not pillowing Snooki, and I know in your game they do something called slump busting, where the players go out and find the most unattractive woman that they can find and have relations, and this is very helpful in breaking out of a slump. My question to you, Skip, is Have you done this already, or do you plan to?
So what we're planning on doing is going to Jersey, in fact, and finding that Snooki. Okay, one of us hooks up with that thing. We're going to go to the World Series. Things like a little bridge troll. And boobs pushed up to the sky, or hair's up to the sky, and just listen to that voice, it makes you want to puke.
But she looked good last night, didn't she?
Good Lord, man, were you drinking when you were watching this thing?
As a matter of fact, I was. But hey, but remember, Vinny said that she looked hot. She did look kind of hot, didn't she?
She's about like 4'1". She's like a goddamn Ewok, anyway, isn't she?
Did you see the girl who lost her boob in the hot tub?
They showed her boob in the hot tub.
No, she lost it.
What? It fall out?
No, like the little fake plastic thing fell out and it was floating in the hot. You didn't see it? I thought you watched it.
No, like I said, we were watching Friday the 13th. A bunch of us were watching that last night. We didn't watch the Jersey Shore.
All right, well, just
in celebration of the day and trying, like I said, that's what we were watching instead of that crap. You know, put a hockey mask on that Snooki. That's what they ought to do. You know what? Every time you're watching that, it's killing me a little bit every time. You know, think of that, Kowalski. Those sons of bitches are destroying your brain cells. You know, you drink Bud Light instead of shots, but you're ruining your brain even more with that crap. What the hell's wrong with you?
Well, I like it.
What the hell's wrong with you?
I like it.
You make me sick.
Well, it's more entertaining than some of your ball games have been lately. Let me tell you that.
Son of a bitch. Is that where you want to go with this?
Well, okay, you guys are down 2 runs in the first inning. What, like about 8 straight times?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, that's not getting off to a strong start and leveling off in the middle and trying to rally at the end. You can't do that. That's what I've been telling these a-holes. I said, listen, you got to have this balanced out a little bit for Christ's sake, or you're going to lose. And what do you think's been happening? We're losing. I've been throwing stuff around, kicking stuff around, mandatory smoke sessions for everybody. Nothing's working.
Hey, Skips, speaking of smoke sessions,
yeah.
We have a poll question of the day, and I'm curious how you're going to weigh in on this. The choices are you ready? Beef.
What do you want me to write this down?
No, you can. No, this is. I think there's just like 4 choices, and
just pick one.
Pick one.
All right.
Beef, pork. What was it? Bacon and sausage.
Sausage. Yeah.
And sausage.
Smoked sausage. Smoky links. Smoky links.
So that's your favorite.
You put them in the little blanket, Skip. I'm a big fan of like wrapping them in that little dough and putting them in the blanket. You know, the pigs in the blanket.
I don't have time for that. Just give me some smoky links and a piece of toast. It's fine with me. I don't have time for that. Oh, the pigs in blanket. Now you're talking about Snooki again.
Skip, it's always a pleasure. Best of luck in Chicago. This is a big series for you guys.
I guess you can get back in it.
Yeah.
I want to also try finding some luck. You know, Oprah's certainly been lucky in her career. I want to go in front of that Harpo Studios and blow smoke rings through her logo. That might help a little bit, too.
Thank you, Skip. Always a pleasure.
You know what? It's good. Have a good Mita. I wish
you.
I could be out there. You can't beat Mita, so to speak. And, you know, nothing but the best and have a good celebration. Like I said, it's been fun to be out there, but I can't.
Get the job done in Chicago, Skip. That's all that matters.
We're trying, you son of a bitch. We're trying.
Take care, Skip.